welcome to
Let's Talk,
where we discuss life, love, and the likes. Again, I'm Keisha.
I'm Stacy.
And this week's episode, we are talking about co-parenting at its finest. How much is too much co-parenting? And what's just enough?
Yes, for some of you all who may not be into reality TV and social media, today's topic came about after watching bits and pieces, some clips of Porsha's Family Matters. This is Porsha formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She has a spin-off show, Porsha Family Matters, where she has, the father of her child, her new fiance, her mom, just a whole bunch of family members all coming together. I personally don't watch it because after Porsha had all that debacle over dating a married man and then became engaged to him within a couple of weeks, I was like, you know what, Porsha, I'm not really feeling you anymore. I still follow her on social media, but as far as I don't support her in that way anymore.
Right.
But this episode, yesterday's episode, today is a Monday, she got into a physical altercation with the father of her child while they were on vacation together. Do you feel like, the new dude should be vacationing with you and your old dude?
Like, that's a bit too much for me. I understood if it was the baby's birthday and they were doing a family trip for the baby's birthday, then by all means. But come on now, this man is going on vacation with you. Why? Like, what is the point that he's there? Like, that has nothing to do with the child. And so then on top of that, your family members had to bribe him to come because he really didn't want to come about a robe. And then y'all got in this whole big old thing about apparently this man's robe that he wants back that you don't want him to have back. It's just a bit too much to me. I understand wanting to parent effectively and have a great relationship with that co-parent. That's beautiful to me. I think it's a great idea, but they are doing they're doing way too much. This man ain't got to be there all the time. And then on another episode, she invited him to a cookout, but told him, oh, you can't bring nobody. Like, why? And the only thing that keeps resonating with me is because she still has some type of feelings for this.
It's really looking like
an emotional attachment there. Yeah. She's still something there. Like, I don't want to see you with nobody else.
Right.
Like, she's still trying to.
But I could look at you and your new fiance hugging and kissing and doing all of that, but I can't bring someone who I may not even be that serious with.
And I have to come by myself and just sit at the table, while y'all booed up.
And not only while y'all booed up, but amongst your family and your friends. So although he's cool with the sister, he's still technically alone. Like, it's awkward. I wouldn't necessarily have gone.
Right, I wouldn't have gone either. And the sister's response to me was like, well, you wanted him here and I did what I had to do to get him here. Like, why do you want this man here so desperately?
Right.
That is my question. And again, there is an effective way to co-parent, to say, let's be actively involved in our parents' life, our child's life. That is completely understandable. However, you can do too much. And in this instance, they are doing entirely too much.
And I think for the sake of reality TV, for the sake of ratings, which, I heard they ain't really all that. I heard the ratings dropping every week.
They acting a ratchet
For
mess.
the sake of that, they would sacrifice their family, because that's what you're really doing. Even if this is an act, even if this is scripted, you're still hurting your family. Ultimately, your daughter is going to watch this. People are going to talk about this to your child. It may permanently scar the relationship that you have with the father of your child.
Oh, yes. Because now what is he? Your cousin is out saying he's
sexually assaulted him
and she, when she was young, he was looking at it.
Well, she said she was 18, 19. That was I was like 18, 19 legal. That's really legal. But sexual assault, it doesn't matter how old you are if you feel as if you were sexually assaulted. But she called him a pedophile.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
Like, was he a pedophile? Wasn't he a pedophile?
Right.
But not only that, then your cousin is saying he beat her up. Like all of these things are coming out, and at the end of the day, this is your child's father.
Yeah.
Your child still has to be in this person's life.
Yes.
Your child still has to see this video of your cousins and family members talking about him
Negatively,
on live.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So even if you're not saying anything, it's enough information out there that we can gather from all the other sources.
Yeah.
And say, dang, like.
I think vacationing and cookouts and all of that, I think it can work with co-parents eventually, but I think that's just too soon. In less than a year, well, let's say this Christmas of 2020, you were in pajamas and doing all of this with Dennis
in front of the Christmas tree.
In front of the Christmas tree and doing all that. But December of 2021, now you with a new dude that you're engaged to and that your child is already in the mix. I think, Porsha, you doing too much and doing it too fast and doing it in the public light. Mm-hmm. I don't know what your whole motive is behind it, because it's looking like you really don't like the man like that. Okay. It's looking like you really don't like that man like that. It's looking like y'all have some type of agreement. It's looking like Simon just wants some clout. Yeah. Because although he has the money, he doesn't have the fame until now. It's looking like Simon wasn't even trying to stop nobody.
That's the part that got
Simon
me.
Looked like he wasn't even
telling the man, we can talk. Let's talk about this a little later. And like, what? And then you swinging.
You're doing too much.
We just need to stop.
I think it's just too much too soon. Because typically, after a breakup, most breakups are not amicable,
And most people need space.
You need space.
Even if
time.
It is, you want some space.
I don't want to see your new woman. If it was my situation, I don't want to see you with your new woman and y'all booed up and y'all engaged. I don't want to see that for my own mental stability. That's not me.
But remember, after this, they was on pictures together after 6 weeks. Like they dated, yes, after like 6 weeks. So she has been forcing this very quickly. Forcing this. Oh yeah. I think, like Dennis has said several times, he still has feelings for Porsha. And Porsha still has feelings for him. Yeah. I thought they got together and they really had like something. Yeah. This new man, this is about that bag, baby. Yeah. You can say it's about the bag. We all grown up.
So this was a lover's quarrel, apparently, It's
that they done brought a whole nother man in. Well, she done brought a whole nother man in.
But as I was saying, I think it could work, co-parenting to that extent. Look at Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys, and Mashonda. It took time. And that's what I'm saying. You need time because they were at odds. And allegedly, Alicia Keys. She was a man stealer too. Listen, she was the Porsha Williams back 10, 15 years ago.
But they allowed the time to heal. They allowed the time for them to grow and mature and get there. Yeah, that's like Will and Jada and Sheree. Yes, they now. I can respect them because they're kind of real with their stuff. Like it was some nastiness they talked about. Mm-hmm. But they knew for the sake of the kids, they had to make this thing work. And I understand you wanting it to work and I understand you putting forth that effort. But again, that person doesn't have to be involved in everything.
Yes. I agree.
When it's your family's vacation, you guys could go. Right. If it's saying, hey, we're doing something with the kids, and even if you're saying, I want you to come, it should be open to that person to come and bring whomever you are comfortable with bringing to be with you. Yeah. And that way you can say, okay, I see, like they're really trying to work this out. But don't put limits and boundaries on others when you don't have those boundaries yourself. Because like you said, you booed up, you kissing, you at the table under your man, and I'm sitting at the table amongst your people. Right. Like, it's weird. Awkward. It's weird. And I think Porsha's cousin kept saying, this is weird. I wouldn't want to be here either. Right. Me either. Girl. And that wouldn't make him a bad dad if he didn't want to be there.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, this is really looking like, it's for TV. And unfortunately spilling out into real life, real world. Because you were just saying that you read that Porsha said she was trying to press charges on the man in Mexico.
Yes. Porsha or the cousin story. Okay. Where they said both of them are trying to press charges. And it's like, okay, so now you're trying to press charges on your baby daddy in a whole other country.
Another country.
You don't know what this judicial system is like.
Right.
Like, come through. But then it says that they didn't see enough evidence to press charges. Like, So it
From
just
that
makes
little
you
clip,
what?
I didn't see that Dennis launched at her.
She looked like the aggressor.
She looked like more of the aggressor. I think he went over there to have a conversation. He was a little heated, but I don't think that he was going to hit from what I see.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about the cousin's allegations, you know, and like I said, I don't watch the show, so I don't know the build up to it. However, he didn't seem as if he lunged at her like they wanted, like they said. But remember, Porsha she ain't soft now. Porsha a fighter. Porsha has had several. She fought Kenya. She fought Cynthia. She fought her former assistant named Jamie. Like, and these are just recorded fights.
I remember on that boat, they had the man literally laid on her.
Yes.
To keep her
from
moving.
And Nene had to lay on her after she went to fight Kenya.
So at the end of the day, she is an aggressor, and fighting is her go-to when she doesn't.
Oh, she thought them both.
So again, don't put yourself in this situation. And I would tell any couple that's trying to co-parent effectively, those ain't your role models.
Right.
Because you guys need time to build a relationship. Let these people get to know each other. First of all, the camera there already brings some extraness. And now you got 20 other people at this table, everybody wondering, it was too much. Let these men build something outside of the camera because it is for your child. And let that be the sole focus. You shouldn't even be the focus of that friendship developing.
Right. Yeah, because that's important. Those will be the two men that's in your child's life. Especially, she has a little girl. So you want to make sure that you're setting good examples. Yeah. Male examples, role models in her life. So, Porsha,
that ain't it.
Not really looking so great on you. I have high hopes for you, or had high hopes for you. Hopefully you can turn this back around. After the whole Cordell thing, she was very much so housewife, and I need permission to this and that, which I understood her at that point. But I still think she needed some room to grow and develop. But I think you just went too far left, Porsha. From what Dennis says, you move fast with men. So that's something that you have to really process, because Dennis is like the fourth man. No, actually, Simon is like the fourth man you've been on TV with in a matter of 10 years that you were very serious with. So Porsha, I need you to get yourself together. If you need our help, we're here. This is what we do.
Got you.
We got you, Porsha.
We got you. And listen, if any of you need some feedback, suggestion, we're here.
Confidential.
There is a healthy way to do this and an unhealthy way. And we are looking at an unhealthy way displayed right before our eyes.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Listen, everything ain't worth sacrificing for some money.
It's not.
So with that being said, we're going to wish the best for Porsha, Dennis, and Simon, and Pilar, which is the most important person in this situation. Yeah. And tell us, how have you, if you're in a co-parenting situation or may have experienced a child of co-parents, how did it work out? What did you see? What were some pros? What were some cons? And how's everything going now? Let us know in the comments below.
Down there. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we will definitely be reading your comments. Thank you again for watching. Let's talk.
Bye.